I'll say it straight. I slept with my boss to make more money. Sounds terrible said like that, right? Direct, salacious, but that's what happened. I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico, grew up there, and a few years ago, I moved to the United States with my husband. We came with the typical story: work hard, start from the bottom, save, build something together. At first, we were a team. We were us against the world. He works in construction, long days, sun, exhaustion, a broken back. I started in an office, nothing glamorous, a fair salary, a new boss every now and then, everything normal, everything fine, everything limited. The problem wasn't lack of love. The problem was feeling trapped, watching the years go by and still counting every dollar, seeing me work the same or more, but always earning less. And then he appeared, my boss. I'm not going to say his name. It doesn't matter. What mattered was what he represented: power, security, cash, control, and a smile that knew exactly when to use it. At first, it was professional, too professional. He praised my work, asked me to stay a little later, gave me projects he didn't give anyone else. I felt seen, important, needed. Then came the comments. You're worth more than they're paying you. With your skills, you could be earning double. Some people know how to take opportunities. What a dangerous word. Opportunities. I would come home and see my husband tired, clothes dirty from work, talking about the same old things: bills, rent, gas. I listened, but inside I was already elsewhere. My mind was doing the math. Numbers that didn't add up and promises that did. The first raise came fast, unexpected. I told my husband the company was growing, that they had noticed my effort. He was happy, proud, hugged me, and I felt something strange in my stomach. Not guilt yet. Then came the second raise, and that's when it wasn't normal anymore. I started changing things: new clothes, new phone, manicured nails, expensive perfume. Everything screamed something changed, even though I pretended it hadn't. My husband started looking at me differently. Not badly, with suspicion. Doesn't it seem weird that you're making so much now? What did you do to get your salary raised like that? I smiled, downplayed it. I work hard. I try my best. You know me. I lied well. Too well. Meanwhile, at the office, things were no longer just work. Closed-door meetings, messages after hours, work dinners that lasted way too long. And one night, it happened. It was a silent agreement. I knew what he wanted. He knew what I needed. Money. More paid hours, bonuses, transfers my husband had never seen in his life. And every deposit felt like a drug. Once you taste it, you don't want to go back. My husband started making less than me. It broke him a little. He didn't say it, but you could see it. More frequent questions, long silences, looks that no longer trusted. Why do you have so much cash now? Since when are you making more than me? I got annoyed, played the offended. Does it bother you that I'm earning well? Aren't you supposed to be happy for me? Brilliant move. Turn his suspicion into guilt. But the problem with playing with fire is that you can get burned. And I was already starting to smell like a lie. I didn't know how much longer I could keep it up. I didn't know what would happen when he started putting the pieces together. But one thing I knew: everything was about to blow up. It wasn't a big interrogation. It was worse. It was that look that pierces you when the other person doesn't believe anything anymore, but still doesn't want to hear the truth. My husband started doing the math, literally. It doesn't add up, he told me one night, leaning on the kitchen table. We paid the card, you got a new phone, you paid rent early. Where is all this money coming from? I shrugged, small smile, calm. I'm doing well at work. That well, he insisted, because you're making more than me. That's when I felt the pinch, not guilt, danger. He started watching me, noticing strange hours, days when I came home overly happy, others when I was late with flimsy excuses, and the perfume. Damn perfume. The one I only wore for important meetings. I was no longer playing secret games. My boss, meanwhile, felt untouchable. He would message me at any hour, ask to see me for 5 minutes, which always turned into more, promise promotions he never signed, but paid in cash, as if money could erase any trace. And I started feeling superior, not proud, superior. I thought, if he only knew how much I'm making because of this, and at the same time, I knew it was all going to collapse. The breaking point came on a Friday. I told my husband I had a training out of town. Lie. My boss had booked a room at a fancy hotel, one where nobody asks questions. I didn't know that same day my husband had left work early. He followed me, not like a professional detective, like a man tired of not understanding anything. He saw me enter the hotel, saw me greet him, saw me laugh, saw me touch his arm, and he didn't need to see more. When I got home that night, he was sitting on the couch, in the dark, no phone, no TV, waiting for me. "How much is he paying you?" he asked without raising his voice. I froze. "How much is your boss paying you to sleep with him?" he repeated. I didn't deny it. I didn't put on a show. The silence was my confession. So that's where the money comes from selling yourself. That word burned me. I didn't sell myself, I told him. I took an opportunity. He stood up suddenly. An opportunity? I work 12 hours a day and you, what? Sleep with him and make more than me? He shouted, I shouted too. Things were said that you never forget. He called me selfish, I called him mediocre. He blamed me for everything. I threw back every frustration I had kept inside. Was it worth it? He asked at the end. I didn't know how to answer. That night, we slept apart. The next day, he left, didn't make a scene, didn't break anything, took his things in silence. That hurt more than any shouting. I tried to continue with my boss, thought at least the money would justify everything, but when he found out my husband knew, he changed, became cold, distant, started avoiding me. A week later, he called me to his office. "This isn't convenient anymore," he said. "I don't want personal problems in the company." Just like that. No promotion, no promises, no protection. I was left without a husband and without a boss. The money ran out fast. The cards filled up again. The silence in the apartment became unbearable. And that's when I understood something I didn't want to admit. I never had power. I was only useful as long as no one asked questions. Today, I'm still in the United States, still working, earning just enough. My husband never came back. Sometimes I think about writing him. Do I regret it? I regret believing that money was the solution. Because in the end, I lost everything just to make more money. And that's the part nobody tells you when you sleep with your boss.